dirty dishes on there and all this stuff. So I'm going to have to get another cutting board. Like, you know what? Somebody said, I wonder if they have recycled. Please let me know. Again, I'm coarsely chopping. If you know of any recycled cutting boards, I'm sure they're out there. I'm sure. I just don't know of any offhand. So I would love to have, is this noise? Not necessary. Totally not necessary. So I'm going to throw my coarsely chopped garlic in there with my onions. Like so. I use a wooden spoon. I'm just going to kind of get that going around and around. Now you know what? I don't know what the protocol is, to be honest, but I'll take a little salt right now and just, I don't know, like a half a teaspoon or a quarter of a teaspoon, a pinch, and just give it a little sprinkle around. So there we go with that. Now here's the best part. I'm going to turn this down to medium now, and actually let me grab a top. I'm going to learn to be more prepared for this whole process as we go. And believe it or not, I've worked in test kitchens before. I have. Here's my top. I'm actually going to turn it back down to that medium low. We don't want it to brown too much. We just kind of want it to soften. I am going to go right here. These are my mystery. I think that they're Sloppy Joe. And I guess a really good thing to do would be to label it. And now that I'm doing more of this cooking, I'm going to label. So here's the thing. These are frozen. So when I throw them in, frozen, it has a little bit of fat on the top. And so I kind of know. So what I'm going to do is I am going to scrape off some of that fat because it's solid. Now we don't want to put the fat in the compost because we don't want any fats or meats or proteins in the compost because it doesn't work. I'm grabbing a spoon. I'm grabbing some spoons. I'm going to see if this works. I'm going to move my composter over to the stove to give me a little bit more room. Oh, perfect. So this, if you can see, this fat comes right off the top because it's solid and heavy and thick. Now you know what? Miss Composty, I'm going to actually save that fat because I'm sure that there's a lot of great flavors in it. I'm going to rinse this out a little bit. I'm sure there's a lot of great flavors in this fat, so I can use it instead of butter or whatever when I'm cooking. And now actually that I thought about it, see, this is like, love this, trial and error thing. I could have actually used some of this fat, and I might leave a little bit just for flavor instead of the olive oil. You know what? I don't know. Is it super healthy cooking? Is it not? It smells good. I'm not sure. But you know what? We got it going on. So if you're cooking healthier, then you're going to use the healthier. I am wondering. I know this is... What is this? I actually think that this might be a base. Let's see what this is. Like I said, you won't come up against this when you're working on whatever you're doing. Because you'll know right away what it is that you're cooking. And I'm thinking that this might be a little, I think I made some faux. Let's see. So this just might be stock. And you know what? That's okay too. Yum. It's a little barbecue is what it is. Good. Alright, well I'm throwing it in. This is actually barbecue. It's not the chopped meat, so I'm not going to use both containers because it's kind of got that tangy flavor, which will work really good in the chili, to be honest with you. Sometimes you just never know. You never know. Okay, so I'm going to save that, a little bit of that fat. I'm going to put this one back in the freezer because it's still sort of frozen. So that's going to go in my freezer. This is going to go in the sink. And then our next step, I'm going to turn this back up because now I just put something frozen in there. I'm going to cover it up. I'm going to let that liquid liquefy and do what it does. I'm going to take the turkey. This actually could be, you know what, this turkey can actually be thrown into the crock pot once this onion and whatever is done. I'm going to throw the potatoes in there because they're frozen. I'm going to stir them up and have it, use it as a thickener. So I'm going to take my leftover scalloped potatoes, turning this up. You know what, I'm going to let this, no, I'm just throwing it right in, not making a whole big hoo-ha about it. That's going to go in. This got scallions. I actually think I put some broccoli in there. It's got a bunch of different cheeses. Now here's the other thing. Are you ready? My leftover spanakopita. Now I didn't make this spanakopita, but can I just tell you that Trader Joe's, love Trader Joe's, love, 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 love. So anyway, this is a Trader Joe's spanakopita that we never finished. We had a party. Threw it in the freezer. I'm going to chop this up and I'm going to throw it into our turkey chili. Now we're going to open this can. We're going to work on the filming because I just opened the door. And I'm really not that far from the camera, so I'm not quite sure why you can't see me. Plain can. And I'm going to have to cover over my labels, right? Black beans. Regular plain black. Oops, let's do it this way. So I have to say, I have this friend, Jennifer Nix. Hey Jennifer, hey Raw Bella, because I'm hoping that you're going to see this video. And she inspired me. She inspired me